What's up, everybody? I'm back with another discussion video, and it is no coincidence that I'm wearing one of my Valraven shirts. I got two Valraven shirts. Cedar Point related because we're talking about Cedar Point today. They've been in the news a lot lately regarding the legendary top level Dragster. And I talked about this when it first happened. My thoughts about it, but there's been some new developments. But I know I'm a little bit late to the party here, but I did want to talk about it because there's new developments, and I wanted to touch on those. So let's jump right into it. So last update on Top Level Dragster, when I last made a video, was when the accident happened. The piece was like as big as a man's hand. I'm a guy, right? So there's my hand. The piece like that, like big, right? Strikes this woman straight in the head, and while she's in line for the ride back in last August, and she apparently suffered brain damage, which is not good at all. That is really, really bad. Regardless, though, the ride shut down for the rest of the 2021 season, and Cedar Point just announced a few days ago that the Dragster will not open at all in 2022, and that sucks. That really, really sucks. You guys know they also closed down Wicked Twister at the beginning of September last year. That was demolished in January, so that is no longer around at all. So then they got worried. So they lost two of their launched roller coasters. They still got Maverick, which I guess you can count as a launched roller coaster. Yeah, you can count as a launched roller coaster. That's it. They lost two of their three launched coasters. And their lineup's taking a huge hit because the Skyline's going to look a lot different now with Wicked Twister gone. And that sucks. I had plans on going to Cedar Point. I will spill the beans. I have a plan of buying a gold pass for the first time ever and trying to go a few times this summer. I wanted to ride Dragster again. And, I'm probably still going to buy the gold pass. Because, even without Dragster and Wicked Twister, you still got Millennium Force. You still got Maverick. You still got Steel Vengeance, #1 roller coaster in the world. Gatekeeper, Raptor. You got all these awesome rollers. You still have 15 awesome roller coasters that you can ride. So it's not like there's a lack of variety without those two coasters there. You got plenty of them left. So still in development whether I'm going to actually do it or not. But that was my plan. At least got to go once this year, right? At least got to go once. So that still in the work. But I'm on to ride Dragster. This sucks. Be down. And there's a good reason though why it's going to be down. Get into that, but a lot of people. I wanted to talk about this. Cedar Point's Winter Chill Out is Saturday, and this video is going to be going up on a Thursday. The Thursday, 2 days from now, it is going to be happening. And I know a lot of coaster enthusiasts are going to try and be there. A lot of media reporters are going to try and be there and ask questions about Top Level Dragster. What is going on? Is it going to open again? What are they going to do to fix it? What's the policies going to be on the ride? That kind of thing. Because that's a lot. That's at the forefront of their questions right now. Like, nobody's even talking about what's going to happen with the replacement for Wicked Twister. Nobody's talking about what's happening with any other ride right now. Everybody's talking about Top Level Dragster. It's gonna be down, and a lot of people are thinking that it's already given its last ride. I don't know. I couldn't tell you right now. I have a prediction, but it's hard to say at this point. It's really a toss-up, a 50-50 chance. But I wanted to talk about, because there is reasons why it's closed, and there's a lot of them. So first off, what I didn't realize until a little while ago was that Cedar Point hasn't actually touched Top Level Dragster since August. When that whole incident went down and then the park closed off the ride to the public, they left it after that. It's just been sitting there. Everything has been just left to how it was. Except for some pieces that they had to investigate, and they did some inspections and stuff like that. But they haven't actually done any work on the roller coaster since the accident happened, which is weird. But the reason why that is because they are pending a lawsuit, and they just the day they announced Dragster closed was going to be closed 2022 was also the day that Cedar Point was cleared of any legal wrongdoings in the accident, and it is highly likely that they will not get sued at all because of this. Now, there's probably going to be some compensation from the park or from Cedar Fair themselves. They're gonna get compensation of some sort, but there's gonna be no full-on lawsuit from the park, which is quite surprising. I thought there was definitely going to be a lawsuit here, and there's not, which is awesome. Well, I guess not awesome. I don't know. I mean, safety is number one priority when it comes to these parks, and this was something that was definitely out of Cedar Point's control, so they shouldn't be held legally responsible for this at all. If anybody should be held legally responsible for this, it should be Intamin. They need to be held responsible. And I know Dragster was one of the main things that Cedar Fair cites as the reason why they don't work with Intamin anymore. They haven't worked with Intamin in 12 years. And it's been almost 20 now since Dragster opened. But that was one of the main reasons. Like, it's a maintenance nightmare. That ride is, and that's one of the reasons why many people think it's going to close down, because even before this accident, it had a big accident in 2004. I think there was another one in like 2013 or 2016, I think it was. So this is definitely not its first rodeo when it comes to accidents, and other than that, it's just a maintenance nightmare. I mean, Dragster is one of the coasters at Cedar Point, one of the few that's down more than it's open. Normally it always seems to shut down for some reason, for an hour, sometimes more at a time. I was lucky to get 2 rides in on it when I went in 2018, with one in the nighttime in the fog. You can see my review of Top Thrill Dragster. I talked about that in that review, which I might do a re-review. I'm thinking about doing re-reviews of all the coasters I did back in my old days. But I rode in the fog, and then I rode it in the daytime as well the next day. I was really excited to try and ride in 2021. Didn't get to do that, but since they haven't touched the coaster because of all of this stuff regarding the lawsuit, the coaster's in pretty bad shape. Apparently, they didn't expect apparently the Ohio Department of Agriculture is in charge of all amusement park related incidents in the state of Ohio, so both Cedar Point and Kings Island. Who made that description? Who did that? The Department of Agriculture shouldn't. I don't know. I don't think they're the best fit for it, but maybe they were trained for that. I don't know. But they give a repair list of stuff that needed to happen for the ride, detailing that the ride is not in great condition and no condition to open back up anytime soon. Hence why they announced it won't open at all in 2022. So that way they have a good amount of time to work on the coaster. Apparently there's like a bolt loose, a very big bolt loose. The brakes are kind of damaged. Of course, that's probably all because of the accident. It's not because of the general wear and tear. But what I did also learn, reading an article last night, is that the ride had a lack of maintenance in 2020. Like, the maintenance crews were off-season maintenance was lowered because the ride wasn't used as much in 2020 because of the pandemic. So I believe that may be why it had that accident, because it's such a highly problematic ride. I don't know why you wouldn't keep it maintained. Like, the hell, guys. But anyway, so yeah, it's heavily damaged. It's gonna be closed all of 2022. No lawsuit. Cedar Point's not going to be legally responsible for this. But what do I think is the future of Top Thrill Dragster? And I'm going to say, I'm not saying it because I'm biased. I'm not saying it because I'm hopeful. I'm saying it because I think it's true. I think they are going to reopen Top Thrill Dragster. I think they will. All the signs point against it right now, but I think they will. And there's one reason why. It's not because it's a maintenance nightmare. It's not because of the accidents. It's not because of costs, Intamin, and everything like that. It's because it's a park icon. This thing gets lines like crazy. and it's highly efficient. They have like 6 trains that they're running, and this thing is it will go through lines. It will attract crowds, bring in revenue, and it's the centerpiece of Cedar Point. You look at Cedar Point, you can't help but not see Top Thrill Dragster. It's the tallest structure in the entire state of Ohio. It's the tallest structure at Cedar Point, obviously. You can see it from miles away. And to take that down, that would be not good. That would be horrible. If they did take it down, they might get the RMC T-Rex that I was talking about for 500 feet. But could they do that? Hopefully not. I don't want to see the T-Rex if that means Top Thrill Dragster is going to go down forever. Because, it's not young either. For a coaster of its kind, we saw Wicked Twister close down. It was 19. Dragster, if it does reopen in 2023, will be 20. So, who knows? I think it's really a toss-up at this point. I think Cedar Point's going to now that the lawsuit stuff, the legal stuff is kind of out of the way, they're going to go and they're going to take a look at the coaster, really take a good inspection of the damages, and see if it's worth repairing or not. And I think because of how many people are talking about it, how much coverage it's getting, how much lines, attendance figures, everything like that, I think that's going to play a huge role in them trying to get it reopened. I just can't see them closing it down. I think they're going to do a lot of extensive work on the queue line and on the brake runs. I think they're going to take an extensive look, hopefully trying to make it less of a maintenance nightmare. But we can speculate, but only time will tell what's going to happen with this ride. But I think we're going to get a lot of new information come Winter Chill Out on Saturday. But I didn't want to wait too long to make the video post winter. I'm not going to the Winter Chill Out, but make it post Winter Chill Out. I didn't see that as really a reason for me to do that. But we'll hopefully get some sort of information about it, because I know it's going to be asked. Whether they answer, though, it's up for debate. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Has Dragster given its last rides? Or will it live on or will it make probably the greatest comeback in roller coaster history? We'll see. Just put your comments down below. What safety improvements do you think they really need to make to this ride? Do you think it should be torn down? Do you think it should reopen? Let's have a comment conversation down below. So until next time, everybody, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, bye.